Hi, it's Chris from the Manx Viking Project with your late October update. So this morning we've just had our container that was donated by Mezeron. It's arrived. That was delivered by JW Neen and Sons. Thank you very much for squeezing the wagon in here and getting it exactly where we wanted it. So that's ready to go, and that means that we can empty all of these sheds and all of this rubbish and everything that's messing up the front part of the land off into that container for the time being, until we build the new workshop that's going over there, the tool shed that's over there somewhere, and then it can all be then rehomed into their permanent buildings. But for the time being, we need to tidy the place up. As you can see, winter's here, mud everywhere. It's going to be great fun. So I might get some volunteers together to help us shift everything out, and then we can start taking all of these buildings down. Quite a bit of an update for you today. Some good, some not so good. So we'll get stuck into it and enjoy. So yeah, 2024 and Katat itself. It's been a very busy year on site at Katat. We've been very lucky with material donations. We got several hundred tons of hardcore delivered by a local resident, which we used to complete the track down to the storage yard and almost complete the storage yard itself, but we've got enough working space there now for timber and things like that. We also used some of the hardcore in the front yard to finish levelling where the polytunnel was, and we've now managed to outline where the longhouse is going to be with some big boulders, so you get a better idea of what we're doing there. In the top left hand corner you can see a pond. Well, that's where we took out around about 100 tons of topsoil to put in the field. That will soon be levelled out hopefully and be the area for the Century Workshop, which we're also going to put planning in for. Moving back out to the field, we cleared around the solar panels in readiness for the wind turbine. Once I cleared the area, I realised that we've sort of run to capacity in the building that we have for the generator and batteries, so we're going to put in a larger battery shed in the field. We also said hello to Garth. He wasn't charging, but he is now, thanks to Ian Sims and a shiny new alternator, so he's all up and running and ready for use. It's a rather grey Sunday afternoon up at Corney, and we've got big news for you today. This is our new quad that we're using for transporting pulling the logs out of the plantation itself. So it's a mid-90s, not quite sure of the year of it. Haven't given it a name yet, don't know if it's a girl or a boy, respecting its privacy, so on and so forth. Let's see how it identifies. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. Sourced for us by Mark Carter down at Ronagh. Gave us a ring last week and said he had something that might be useful to us, and it certainly is. A little bit of fettling. We've got the four-wheel drive up and running. Still got to do an exhaust on it. Thank you very much to Brett at Sandygate for recovering the seat for us. Very much appreciated at short notice. And to Chris McKinley, who machined us up a replacement hubcap to hold some oil into the hubs to protect those. So thanks guys for helping us put all this together and get it up and running. To Richard Lyle, thank you so much for the logging arch. It's absolutely brilliant bit of kit, and it makes pulling the logs out of the wood so much easier, so much less strain on the thing that's towing it as well. So that's an absolute godsend for you to lend that to us for the time being. So this is the second log out. I've got some video of the first log out yesterday, which I did as a test. And then I'm going to pack up the quad, put it back on the trailer, take it back to Sandygate, a bit more fettle, sort out the exhaust, possibly put a new dry belt on it because I don't know whether it's ever been replaced, and get it back up here, and then that'll be our workhorse for this part of getting the wood from over there to over here. Okay guys, so as you saw, some really positive stuff. We really want to up our game making these videos, not only the quality of them but also the frequency of them. We want to get a GoPro, etc., which I can just set up in the woods while I'm working and things like that. At the moment I'm using my phone, it's not entirely great. It's a bit clunky and difficult to set up on a tripod, etc. So we want to really up our game on this project in the social media side of things and updates, and increase the platforms that we put stuff out on as well. The other thing we want to do is keep our momentum up over winter. So this requires funding. Without beating around the bush, we're going to be working with Happy Dog on merchandise and things like that. There is scope there for corporate sponsorship on our vehicles, on our clothes, on our equipment, and so on and so forth. So if you're a company and you wish to get involved, we're also now, as I say, a biosphere partner. So we are doing this project as environmentally soundly as we can. If you want to get involved in all of that, please do. If you're an individual and you just wish to donate, you can do it via our Just Giving page, or there is a direct donation page on our website, which you can go to via How You Can Help Donations, and you can donate direct into our bank accounts. However, there is a web contact form at the bottom of that. We do require that to be filled in, accompanying any donations for our governance of the charity and so on and so forth. So as I say, really positive. We want to keep going at 100 miles an hour, but over the winter we're going to need money to do that. So if you can help, please help. Bother your bosses, bother your relatives, etc., and get the word out there, and let's get moving forward. Cheers guys, speak to you soon.